Okay guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel, and it's been a while since I've uploaded a new Despia Albaz branded deck profile, and I've got one for you today. Yeah, I kind of like this build, but yeah, I kind of don't as well. I have got a new build that I'm going to be showing you guys soon, that I'm going to be playing probably from now on. But this is what I've played the last couple of weeks. So yeah, let's just get into it. So the standard stuff, we obviously have the 3 Aluba, normal summon, add a branded spell or trap. So yeah, 3 of those. 2 tragedy. I would like to play 3 because I think this is the best one, but there's just not enough room, and I don't like going over 42. I think is my max. We've got 1 ad lithium. Again, this is another one I would like to play at 2, but it's just super bricky otherwise. And then the last one is 1 Dramaturge. Still playing it. Yeah, still playing it because it could actually be really good going against like tier elements and stuff like that. If you make this and then they summon something on your turn, which is normally what they do, you can just negate it. So pretty good. Then we've got 2 Albaz. I think 2 is the best ratio. I know that some people are playing 3. 1 is just not enough. You really do need it. If you make Lubellion and you only have 1 and you don't get to shuffle it back, you're screwed. So yeah, I think 2 is just the perfect number. For more of the Albaz stuff, got obviously 1 incredible Ecclesia, the Virtuous. I still play her. When the evil version of Ecclesia comes out, I may still play just 1 and just play a set 1 of those, so I'll have like 1 of each. We'll see how it goes and depends, because I really like this can summon Albaz, but I believe the new one will be able to summon Albaz as well. So I'm not too sure, but yeah, I really love this card. And then I play 1 Albion the Shrouded Dragon. Pretty understandable why I play this. It's able to get you some decent draws. Helps as well. I don't want to open branded opening like mid to late game, because it's just not, just don't need that card anymore. So being able to send it to the graveyard to draw a card with Albion, it just really helps. And then 2 Mercuria. Mercuria wins me so many games. A lot of people don't play 2, they just play 1 or none. Mercuria is by far one of my favorite cards in the deck. Being able to obviously banish it, send in sword to add back, and then on your opponents you can use it to protect your combo. So there was against a Sword Soul player, played everything possible with branded lost. Being able to add this to my hand, then I activated my branded fusion, and he just conceded because he was like, oh, you played that so well. I think Mercuria at 2 it is perfect, like at least 1. But I like 2, especially considering I can send Brigand if I don't need to add branded in red or set branded in red or something like that. Then you can just add it with Brigand, so really helpful. And that's it for the Albaz stuff. Also love the ultis, and obviously it's just been shown that we might be getting ulti Mirror Jade, which is gonna be kind of cool to be honest. We've got 2 Edge Imp, because obviously we're playing the Edge Imp package. And then to round off the last couple of monsters that are not hand trap based, we're playing 1 Snow. Snow is back because it's good against Sprite, and it's good against tier elements, so just being able to flip their stuff, and yeah, it's just a little bit better. So yeah, Snow makes a return to the deck for me personally. And then last card is Scythe. So I played this a couple of times, and it is good if you combo off, but often I found my hands were just not great, and it would have been subpar to go for the Scythe play than it would of anything else. Because if I went for the Scythe play and they had like a Chalice or Imperm or Droplet, especially Droplet because there's such a lot of board breaking cards going around at the moment, then Scythe would have just been trash and I would have lost. So I actually don't like this, and this is something that is not going to be in my deck going forwards. I just don't think it does enough personally, and although the setup is easy, it can restrict your plays in your going first turn depending on your hand. So yeah, I don't particularly like it, but yeah, I tried it out for a little while. for the hand traps, I am just playing 3 Ash. I'm super excited that these are going to be in the tins for as a secret, so I'll be able to trade these away. So yeah, happy about that. Straight in for the spells, I still play 1 Theatre. I think Theatre is really good in games like, for example, if you play against Salad and they Bagooska you, and you've got Theatre on, and they make access code, you can kind of keep going and grinding out if they're stupid enough and don't pop this, which fortunately for me, someone did do that. So with like Aluba summoning back, and then if they pop the Aluba, then you can just use this to summon back another a fusion. So yeah, I really like this as well. It's just like a nice fusion. A lot of people will use like pops and stuff like that to get rid of this as well, so then it frees up the rest of your cards. 3 opening, again another card getting reprinted in the tins. Really happy that this is going to be a secret, I think it was. The artwork is wild, so it'll just look amazing as a secret, so really happy about that. Got 3 branded fusion, best card in the deck. Sometimes I feel like I could cut to 2, and I may try it next for my next build, because if you get off 1, usually you don't need a second one. There's very rare that I activate a branded fusion and then don't win the duel. So yeah, even against things like Terror Elements and stuff like that, if you are able to activate your branded fusion, you usually win, because it just generates you just so much advantage. And that's it for my branded spells. Then of course for the Fight First stuff, we just got 2 poly and 2 patchwork. I am considering cutting down to 1 poly, but then these might be dead. I like mess around with this ratio all the time, just because I'm trying to find the right balance, because if I brick, it's usually because I have too much of the patchwork Fight First engine, but obviously it does generate you like just crazy advantage. So yeah, still playing around, it's still there at the moment. I don't know why these are not with the other branded stuff. I must have messed up my ratios, my organization, but 2 branded in red and 1 lost. I would like to play a second lost, hopefully win the Mirror Jade one. This gets a super reprint, because it's just disgusting it being a common. It's just horrible. And then obviously 2 branded in red. I was hoping this was going to be printed as like an ultra or something, but it's going to be a rare, I believe, in the tins, so annoyed about that. Lost I just think so good. You just play for free. You can just activate whatever you want. And red obviously makes you Chimera. Then more fusion stuff. Super Poly is a good board breaker at the moment. You definitely want to draw it. So I only already have 5 board breaking cards, but I think Despia and branded just as a deck is just really good at breaking boards, that you don't particularly need to play many board breaking stuff. So in the main, really. So yeah, we got 1 duster, just because I just don't want to lose straight away to Mystic Mine anymore. So I'm just always going to main just like 1 duster now. I might swap it for something else, but yeah, this is really good. And then last, with the broken card called by the Grave. It is super broken. Everyone calling for this to go, like, to be banned, but you gotta think some decks, like for example Tri Brigade, when that's like quite meta in the format, or Sprite can play a lot of hand traps. Realistically, you would like 2 of these, because it's just disgusting that you can get bodied by. They can body you with like 4 hand traps and then just have a 1 card starter. So I think Called by the Grave actually is a necessity, and I think 3 is probably too much, because the combo players can just go ham. But I think 2 is probably going to be the perfect ratio. So I actually think that they should semi-limit Called by. And then for the final 2 cards, I play Branded Sword. Yes, it can be bricky, but you can just discard it and then it adds you back a Macoria, so I get to play with 3 Macoria. This is another one that potentially you could cut easy. And then the thing that makes the Scythe lock possible, Branded Expulsion. So yeah, it's okay. Again, like, I wouldn't play this if you don't play Scythe. So, but again, I don't think this like Scythe package is all that, so I probably won't be playing it from now on. But I tried it out, as I always try the new branded stuff out, and obviously I'm presenting it to you guys. But yeah, I'm not a big fan. For our extra deck, it's normally quite similar at people's extra decks, but I've actually not played this ratio before. So I'm playing 2 Mirror Jade. I think it goes without saying it's the boss monster. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't normally look at ultis, but I'm buzzing that this is going to be an ulti, and I'm really excited to get that. We've got 3 Albion. Really good. This is the one that like keeps your grand game going. And obviously, like when it's summoned, you can banish card materials to fusion summon again. And then I'm actually playing 2 Lubellion now. I think I did at the beginning play 2 Lubellion. Now I'm playing 2 again after playing 1 for a long time. Just because if someone does Veiler or stop this, then it's really difficult to like grind. So I think I'm gonna have to play 2 from now on. And then the last like Albaz fusion, I'm playing 1 Brigand. We play 2 Macoria, and I would like the option, if I don't need to send Albion, to be able to send Brigand, so that I've got another interaction on my opponent's turn. It's a searchable hand trap, you know. So we're playing 2 Masquerade. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pissed that this is gonna be a super in the tins, but for my series it might be a bit easier to get hold of it, which is nice. Yeah, you gotta pay the toll if you want to activate anything. But 1 Queritus, going to be a secret in the tins. Really happy about that. I really like Queritus. You don't make it very often. I won't lie. You don't make it very often. But in some games, it is very, very good. So if you go up against like Sword Soul, or if you go up against anything like that. So as well, like Salads. If you go up against XYZ's deck, any deck that's not fusion, Queritus is just so good. And it's just really good. Against Sprite it can be good as well. So yeah, really happy with that. Like imagine you just make this, use its effect, then negate and destroy it. Yeah, buzzing mate. And then 1 Guardian Chimera, basically a branded card. Like how was this not made for branded? It's just so good. It would have been nice if maybe like, oh, I don't know, this card just looks sick. Just like as well, the artwork, it's just crazy. I reckon this will get an ulti reprint soon. But yeah, love it. I think it's a good card. Crazy. I've actually started to need to make 2 more recently, so I might try to bump this up, maybe cut an Albion and add another Chimera. But for now, yeah, I was playing the 1 recently. And then the last few cards, we've obviously got Starving Venom Dragon. So this I normally just make to like fuse 2 of mine together to kill my opponent. I'd rarely use 2 of my opponent's dark monsters because I just don't have them. But yeah, 1 Dragos Lupelia. I think this is actually really good at the moment because you can make obviously sprites level 1s, so they can't like use them as materials. So this can be really good, but again, just gotta set it up. And then finally Garura. So I actually like that Terror Elements make this in their combo so that they can draw another card. I think that's actually quite funny. I think that's really good. But yeah, this is just a good super poly target at the moment. Slightly better than Mud Dragon of the Swamps in my opinion. Potentially I need to try and fit Mud Dragon in as well, just for like more variety, but I don't want to highly depend on super poly. That's why I only play 2. I don't want to play 3 just because I don't want to depend on it. It is a very good card, but I trust in my ability with this deck that I can outplay most people with it. So guys, that was the deck profile. Let me know what you think about the Cyflock in the comment section down below. Do you like it? Do you think it's trash? Do you not like it? Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, again, I'm not going to play it anymore. I don't like the Cyflock, and I'm struggling to figure out what I want to play this format. I'm not going to lie. This has a good matchup, I think, against Terror Elements. I haven't played against much Sprite recently, so I can't tell. But against Terror Elements, I kind of like it. I think it's good. If you can banish their fusions, it's just like, it's kind of like easier. And they're a luck-based deck, so it is what it is. But yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next video.